Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They feed him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard coming around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. On the run, it's Davidson. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball game.
He's got him. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Pressure coming. Looking to the big tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He's in open space. Could be an alley. Slippery slide. Find his way
that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Coming out with it, it's Hall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking for a man, it's Levin. On target. Gain of 8 yards on the play, he's too short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Berry. And they get him down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires quickly. LSU will get a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Finds his man. It's Green. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Finding open areas. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The give to Caden Durham. Got enough for the 1st. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass, it's Levis. That's reeled in, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these D-ends are licking their chops, and you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think you're different.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. To the air on first down. That's caught by Wesco. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
Just keep slinging it. Wesco's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fired in there, but incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Looking for room. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking downfield very late in the half. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Blevin. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw, and that is interception number 3 on the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
14, LSU, 7.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Barry. There's a crease. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fires downfield. Got a man. It's Watkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line them up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Takes the handoff. It's Barry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The screen, he can go! And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. And how good does this thing look, man? Running the ball, throwing the ball up and down the field. Now they're down in a goal-to-go situation with an opportunity to tie the...
Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Goes high to pull it in. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short, and maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
Lost to throw again. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Clemson! That one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go tonight.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. At the 45 on its way. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Davidson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. It's complete to the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught by Westcoat.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short.
Replace! Iron!
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes a catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Durham. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Ran right, picked off, and he's got open room. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Slides. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.